Long ago, before the races of Adralan began to record their history in history books, avatars of the six aspects held sway over the lands and guided its people. The world knew peace until a seventh aspect began to form from the fears and worries of the people of Adralan. These fears would coalesce into Grixis, the aspect of fear. Grixis terrorized the people of Adralan and drove them into war and conflict. The avatars of the other six aspects saw no choice but to gather an army to defeat him and force him from their world. In the moment when he was defeated, the six knew that fear could not truly be killed, but only controlled. So when the people of Adralan fell Grixis, the six aspects forced him out of this world and put up a barrier to keep Adralan safe. What remained in this world of his essence they scattered to the winds, so it could never combine itself again and gain enough power to breach the veil. The power of Grixis remains in its prison, strengthening and weakening with the seasons, with the harvest season being its strongest, fueled by the fears of a poor harvest and a long winter. Each autumn, when he is at his strongest, Grixis exerts his will and attempts to reach through the veil to influence our world. And as it would happen, this year he found something to sink his claws into. In a stroke of poor luck, two adventurers, Grogar the Fearless and his companion Levira, were traveling out of Allard's Fork on the road past the ancient monolith when they felt the cold grasp of Grixis envelop them. They immediately fell under his influence, and he began to compel them to do his bidding. They sent word to all of the cities and towns of Adralan that they were in possession of great items of power that they would trade for aspects of fear. Grixis began to whisper through the veil, planting these aspects into all living things with greater concentration in the creatures that he was able to force through the veil. Grogar and Levira would collect these aspects at the point where Grixis was originally forced from the world, and on October 20th, the day when his power was at its greatest, he would harness all of the aspects of fear gathered at that one point and break through. But all hope was not lost. Avatars of the six aspects, Hidden Tree, Enigma, Wiggles, Dentro, Benil Firestorm, and Landon Rivers descended from their seat of power and summoned every adventurer from across the lands to Morehaven crossings. The world of men, elves, and ogres would not fall without a fight. The response was immediate, and hundreds of brave fighters, human, elf, halfling, even ogres and dark elves, swarmed to the monolith at Morehaven crossings. The adventurers were nervous, but in anticipation of a great victory they threw a party as they awaited the fight. As night fell, the fabric of the veil began to tear, and Grixis sent forth his minions into the world, but they were not met with a weak world ready to be conquered. They were met by an army. As the night crept on, the minions set forth from the rift grew more and more powerful, but the brave adventurers fought back every wave. Rifts would open, spawning foul abominations that were immediately set on from all sides by warriors fighting for their world. And with every monster that fell, Grixis' influence on the world was pushed back. As dawn fell on Morehaven crossings, it was clear that Grixis had been defeated, and peace was once again brought to Adralan. The heroes that fell on that night will never be forgotten, and neither will the lesson learned about allowing fear to grow too powerful.